Howdy, folks. How's everybody doing? It's Uncle Bill again with the Vinegar Syndrome drop. Sorry, I am late, but like I said, I never really know when I'm going to be able to get in here. I'm just checking all this stuff because I didn't have time to check all the audio and everything. It looks like it's all right. All right. So let's see what fresh hell Vinegar Syndrome has dropped on us today. I have no idea. I have not checked this yet. I am scared to know, and I'm going to share my screen with you right now. All right. First of all, let's go over just to their main page. So I had heard that they had released Blood Cult. And to be perfectly honest with you, like, I'm not very familiar with Blood Cult. So there are, I know it's a shot on video release. I know it is. Oh, let me make this bigger. Or make it smaller and then make it bigger. And you know what I mean. 1985. And this is, oh God, this is going to be so bad. The first collaboration between husband and wife directing producing duo Christopher and Linda Lewis and Tulsa-based executive producer William Blair, who together would go on to produce The Ripper, as the well as Revenge, the 1986 sequel to Blood Cult. Oh God, yeah, shot on video, limited to 3,000. This is what it looks like in terms of like what it's. I mean, it's shot on video, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not a huge shot on video person, though. I'm really not. But let's see what they got on the daily deals section. $13 today. I know that. $13 Blu-ray disc. So Curse of the Blue Lights. Yeah, that's one that I'll probably get 5 Women for the Killer too, because I'm sure it's a giallo. I'm not getting Last Gasp. It's $10. They put it on here again today. Look here. What? They've got it as $13. It's the so wait a minute. Is it 10 or $13? Because on here it says 13. Let me guess. Like that's if you buy, yeah, the standard edition. It's still got a slipcover that you can buy for 13. There's 230 of them left. Please don't let them sell out of that damn thing. That's one of the worst fucking titles. Killer's Delight. Oh man, listen, like there's several on here that I could recommend for $13 this time. And there's several on here that I'm going to get too. That I don't already have. So let's go through the ones that I would recommend. I haven't seen Curse of the Blue Lights. I haven't seen 5 Women for the Killer. Last Gasp, just whatever it is. I'm probably going to get Killer's Delight. Trauma is definitely worth $13. It's an Argento movie. Creature sucks, but it's probably worth $13. Curfew, I've got, never watched. Fortress of America, I got and haven't watched. Beware Children at Play is one of my favorite trauma movies. It's definitely worth $13. Shriek of the Mutilated, they've been trying to get rid of that shit for God knows how long. I don't know. Wolf Pack, you don't turn your back on the Wolf Pack, but I'm probably going to turn my back on this, even though it is $13. Let's see how many of them's left. They've been trying, another one they've been trying to get rid of. There's over 1,000 of them. Like nobody knows what that is. You just put like Wolf Pack on it. It's not a good name. I don't care about any of this shit. It all looks ridiculous. You got Damns Elvis, the daughter of Helvis. Silvio Colatina. Pirates, Distant, and the Pact. all of the covers on these look like something that like my 10-year-old daughter drew and or took a photograph of. 16 tongues. And what do you get? Saturn's Core Blu-ray and Deeper in Dead, I guess. You load 16 tongues, and what do you get? That's a reference. Scooter McCrae, buddy. Scooter McCrae he's setting Vinegar Syndrome on fire, I guess. Let's see, is there anything else? Probably not. You can get the deluxe limited edition LED VHS. There's 220 of them left. I don't. God bless whoever's buying those, but that's just not my thing. They sold out of the Satanic Screen Illustrated Guide to the Devil in Cinema. Son of a bitch. I was going to buy that. I haven't sold out of them display racks yet, though, have they? No. There's still 120 of those left in stock. It's amazing to me how many of those they have sold. It's amazing to me how stupid people are. That's not really that amazing. Okay. Let's see here. Look at some of the comments here. Wes is going to take a chance on Curse of the Blue Lights. You might as well for that price. Mayor says Curse of the Blue Lights is terrible. Have you heard of a film called Reality Killers? Film Treasures in the UK tried to release it, but it was denied by the BBFC and tried to find info about the film is impossible. No, I have never heard of that. So that goes to say, I guess. Yeah, last gasp is going to be on there till the very last gasp of Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome solidifying there by far the worst label. You really got something against Vinegar Syndrome. I understand. They're not the worst label, trust me, but they're not doing very great. I think this is the best day they've had, sadly, for like the daily deal stuff. So, I mean, I'm gonna give them credit for $13 where credit is due, I guess. I wonder how many of those are left. Probably a million. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's a good idea. Jackson Jack says he ordered A Man and the Alien because he's been trying to find that movie since he was a kid and saw it on HBO. But when is the release date? I can't find it on that page. Lord God, we're gonna have to go look at A Man and the Alien again. It's a pre-order. Will it be released ever? Who's to say? You know what? I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's under. No. I have no idea. Somebody on here have any idea? Am I missing something about this? Because there's not that much information on that page that you would look through. Barney the Takers again says Curfew and Killer's Delight are pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably going to get Killer's Delight. I've already got Curfew. Trauma and Beware Children at Play are solid. Ape is about gone. Which one is it? I don't remember now. Talking about Shriek of the Mutilated or Ape? Actually, one called Ape. Yeah, boys, there's only 262 Ape left if you want to jump on that. There's probably a million the rest of them, but Ape is one of the best ones I got. Add them because I want to, buddy. Ain't no other reason, really. I enjoy doing this. See, I'm all about equality when it comes to some people enjoy this and some people don't. So I like pissing everybody off. They ain't no May about it. They do suck ass too, by the way. The films that they release now, at least in the last year, have been some of the god awfulest displays of cinema. I'd rather watch Ape like 10 different times than I would fucking watch The Island of Dr. Moreau or some of that other trash they've been putting out. Come on here and sing the praises of Vinegar Syndrome. That ain't gonna work. They ain't worth a damn. Sadly, Mark, I've got Last Gasp. Uh, I bought that, I think, when it came out, when it was like in the package. I don't remember what else was in that package, but yeah. I'm curious about that too. If there was any way, I'd love to have information like that. Just to know, how many of these titles do they sell? How many new subscribers do they get? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for any of those conversations. Riff Track did Amanda and the Alien, but they edited out the naughty part, says Wander This World. Yeah, buddy, you're so triggering. You're edgy and cool. Ain't nothing like dealing with trolls. I ain't done that in a while. There's one thing Dead Pit has never had, it's trolls. They say, at least Wes tells me this, to just ignore people like you, but I don't like to because I think people like you need to be pointed out and publicly laughed at for your opinions. So that's just kind of what I do. So I'm afraid to click on that because it's got titties on it. Killer's Delight. I wonder how many of these are left. This is one that like keeps coming up on every. Now there's over 1,000 of them. It keeps coming up on every sale. You think by now they could get underneath 1,000? Trauma has over 1,000. That's hard to believe. That movie's been on there forever, and it's Argento. Like you would think somebody would buy that. Creature over 1,000. Somehow, Fortress of America only has 550 copies left, even though it had 5,000. And then you got stuff like Trauma that's still. I don't understand what the hell people are buying. Children that plays over 1,000. Okay. Let's see. I think the rest of these are probably definitely, except for these crappy like ones at the bottom. So you got to get Last Gasp. You got to get Trauma. I'd probably get Creature. Beware Children at Play. There's at least 4 or 5 on here that I would recommend, especially for $13. That's kind of crazy. And I'll bet they don't have anything else. If you feel so inclined, you also get Blood Cult, but shot on video stuff is just not really my gig. So somebody did say that these release next month, all these pre-orders, for anybody curious. No, I'm not getting villains. It's the same people. It's the same 2 or 3 people. Yeah, I probably will, to be honest. Eight Eyes is the Vinegar Syndrome Pictures one, the only one that they've released from that actual label that is theirs. Um, I'll get that just for the novelty of it because that is their first release, and who knows, they may release 100 films then. Curfew, I is Curfew the one. Hold on, let me check this. Curfew. I think I bought that for an ulterior motive, but I'm not sure, and they probably won't have it on here even if it is. Maybe that's not the right one. I bought Curfew, but I can't remember why. I don't wanna say what I'm thinking about it. Why are the print runs so high if it always ends like this? I don't really know. See, Vinegar Syndrome's whole thing back early, and I think what got them to be as popular as they were is that they only printed like 2 to 3,000 at the most of titles, and then everything went out of print. It's very similar to what um like some of those Asian releasing companies are doing now, and like the all that stuff is going on eBay for insane amounts of money. And that was the way Vinegar Syndrome was in the beginning. And then for some reason, they decided, I, I guess, just to try to make as much money as humanly possible, to bump everything up to like 5 to 6,000, and then 10,000. And it's like that kind of makes it worse for them because their whole gimmick and the reason why people went on there was because they were collectors and they wanted to get all this stuff that was like going to go out of print. And now nothing goes out of print. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't if you're any like Argento kind of fan. I'm betting there's a few copies of Nuts left. Mm, let's see, real quick. Oh, I accidentally did that. There's only 689 copies of Nuts if you want to get that. I don't even know what the hell that is. Look at this. That looks like something you'd want. Is it? Is the whole movie like that? What the fuck? Okay, sure. Yeah, Jackson Jack, I think somebody said that it releases next month. Oh, thank you so much, Adam, for that, because that just gives me an excuse to tell you to go fuck yourself. Get you out of here. Goodbye. If there's one thing I am too old to deal with trolls. That's true. I was hoping to make him get mad enough to where he'd say something where I could ban him, and it worked. Isn't that neat? Mm. Oh God, no. I don't think I can do the trailer. Dirt, yeah. Sadly, and it's not good either, is the bad thing about it. Like, this is not a good selection of films, but this is to me the best day that Vinegar Syndrome has had with this daily deal section, at least. Too Old for Trolls is my yeah, no. I mean, man, maybe in my 20s, I would have tolerated a bunch of, like, shit like that, like, but I'm not doing it nowadays. Ain't no need to do it. I think we all see what happens when you let somebody hang around that's clearly a troll for a long period of time. It never gets better, does it? Okay, let's see. And what you can do, Adam, if you're still watching this, you can go complain to CK. Maybe he'll help you out since you like him. As far as I'm concerned, you can fall off the dick tree and hit every dick down. This is one that I've recently hasn't this been on sale before? I recently think I got this. Ninja in the Cloud. I just haven't watched it. So I've heard a lot of people say that this is actually fairly decent. So all right. My list, that's what I was just saying. I'm not entirely sure. Um, People on here that have actually seen this movie, let us know. Crater, I don't know what to tell you. He's trolling today. I ain't gonna argue about it. I know that. My list for today is I'm gonna get Curse the Blue Light, sadly. I'm gonna get Five Women for the Killer. I've got a lot of this other stuff. I'm probably gonna get Wolfpack, and that's sad, but that's probably gonna happen. And what year was Streak of the Mutilated put out? 74. All right. So somebody on here give me an idea of if I should get that or not, because I have no idea. That's one of those movies that I've heard that title over the years. I've never seen it. 74, I could go either way with it. I mean, I don't like 60s-ish movies, but it's late enough in the 70s, it could be okay. Mark says the box set day was good. It was good. If I hadn't had several of those. I wish, but I don't think so. I don't think Wolfpack is the NWO doc. Uh AVA, very fun and stupid movie. Talking about Ninja in the Claws of the CIA. I really don't know the answer to that question. Um, Other than the fact that I've heard that title 100 times and probably nostalgia for seeing that stupid cover growing up. Shriek is a Sasquatch film. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Shriek is on like all these sales. My dad really liked it, but he was a weird cat. All right. I kind of feel like that I'll probably get that too, just because nothing on Vinegar Syndrome gets to $13 with a slipcover. If it's even halfway decent, it'd be worth it. Shriek of Fat Ethel would be good. Let's see what else we got on here. I'm sure they didn't add anything onto the media club. Nope. But get you a Vinegar Syndrome disposable camera right now for 3,000 points. I recommend it. But more than anything, though, if you're like Adam, anyway, like I was saying, more than anything, what I want you to buy is the Vinegar Syndrome display rack. It is currently on sale for $175. There's only 119 left. So by the time I've been sitting here, somebody bought another one of these damn things. Look at this. It's high quality construction. On the back, you can see Vinegar Syndrome has done a wonderful job of bolting it in with two screws, which what appears to be a plastic sheet. And then I don't even know. Do they have, is that wood on like the plastic, or how the hell did they? I don't know. Somebody that buys this, because I'm sure somebody will have to let me know how the hell they do this. Because it looks like they took plastic sheet and glued a wooden Vinegar Syndrome placard onto it. So yeah, I'm gonna need to see somebody buy that. Yes, that's part. No, I don't think it is. They said it's walnut or something like that. I don't know. Crater says, "What's your Guyver review? Really glad you liked it. I remember seeing that movie for the first time on the Sci-Fi Channel back in the early '90s. Definitely a film I've championed for you." Yeah, that was a huge surprise because I'd never, to my knowledge, never seen that movie. And the whole time, like I thought that Mark Hamill was the Guyver, but Mark Hamill is totally not the Guyver. He's like a cop in it. But the film itself is an amazing showcase of like creature effects and suits and things like that from that time period, which are some of the best ones I've seen. Like, I mean, I don't know what it was about the early '90s. You talk about like, some of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sequels, but they did like amazing suit work and creature work at that time period. I was curious about that too. 175 for a $10 bottle carrier is a steal. That's true. No, yeah, you're just supposed to set it up. I'm not sure how. That's true. I don't know if anybody's ever like brought that up. I don't remember anybody really bringing that up. But for those people, I mean, the Vinegar Syndrome, um, whatever you want to call that icon, mascot thing, is pretty damn similar to Planet Terror. And when I say pretty similar, I mean pretty similar. All right. Well, I've got to get back. But for those people that are interested, if you don't, here would be my picks if you don't own. For the last time, I would get Last Gasp. No, I'm just kidding. Trauma. I get Creature for the hell of it. I get definitely Beware Children at Play. And these are ones that I've actually seen. Yeah, and that's about it. Although I'm on the fence, I'm gonna get Curse of Blue Lights, 5 Women for the Killer, maybe Killer's Delight, and Wolfpack. So we will see you guys tomorrow for another edition of this, and it will be, I think, the same thing. $13. Let's see, yeah, $13 slips and VSA. And then Sunday is the big show, really. $20 4Ks. I'm curious to see what they do with that. What's in there? So for the Creepy Kentuckian, I am Uncle Bill, and this is Dead Pit. As always, deadpit.com. I am out of here and back to work. You guys have a fun and enjoyable rest of your day and whatever that you're doing.
Give us the thumbs up.
Off you butts.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to touch nothing.
Listen, they need to do that now.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit radio shirts. You can get Last Out on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Deadpit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.